Okay, so good afternoon class. Since dalawa lang naman kayo and I think tulad ng last time ay baka hindi na kayo makaano. And then currently umuulan dito sa place ko, baka hindi maging stable yung internet tulad ng nangyari sa akin kanina no, sa online class ko naglalag. So I decided to upload na lang ng video para in case panoorin nyo na lang kahit na para hindi tayo mawala ng hindi tayo mag-lag. Okay. So in this week, we're on our week 9 of our topic in arts and humanities. In this part, nasa finals na po tayo. So expect more. We have 3 more sessions in this subject. And then next week pala, remind ko lang, wala po tayong online class or asynchronous class. Nagbigay ako ng activity. Deadline niya po ay next week. So, take your time dun sa Holy Week. Okay, so para may panahon kayo magpahinga. Okay. So, proceed na tayo sa natin. Okay? Topic natin. Okay, so our topic for today in Arts Humanities is about literature. Okay, sorry on my background. Okay. So, let's discuss what is literature. So, I think anyone is familiar with literature. Pag sinabing literature, it's about words or language natin. But it's a form of an art. Okay? So, dito, literature is a body of written works that name as traditional traditional been applied to those imaginative works of poetry and prose, distinguishing by the intentions of their authors and perceived aesthetic excellence of their execution. Literature may be classified according to a variety of systems, including, tulad nga sabi ko kanina, language, national origin, historical period, genre, and subject matter. Okay. So, meron tayo tinatawag na basic concepts of literature. Siyempre, ang literature is a multidimensional concept. Siyempre, maraming yan. Pero sabihin natin to define the term literature as follows. 1. Literature is the product of human imagination employing language, creativity to reflect one's relationship with his or her environment. So, in this case, ito yung mga tulad ng mga sulat na ginawa ni Shakespeare. And then, literature is mirror that reflects the reality of the society based on kay Niquera. Okay? So, third, literature is the use of language in peculiar way to different language na ginagamit in order to reflect social realities through artistic use of language. Ito naman ay based kay Gibbon. Okay, wait lang. Next is literature is imaginative and creative writing which use languages and arbitrary assembles of devices. And then, literature is an imitation based on the reality of the society. It is a work of art which uses language creatively to express human realities. Example ito is the universe is the source of these realities to be expressed. Literature is the expression of emotions, feelings of someone. And then, literature can be defined as any work of art that uses language creatively to reflect social realities within societies, aiming to educating entertainment, criticizing consciousness of warning the society. As literature, it uses have universality, artist work as well as audience. So, we have what we call the functions of literature. First, we have yung entertainment, social and political, ideological, moral, linguistic, cultural, educational, and historical. So, first, yung entertainment function. Okay, so, ano natin, kasi kasama to sa quiz natin mamaya. Okay, entertainment function. Okay, so known as pleasure reading. In this function, literature is used to entertain its reader. Literary works are consumed for sake of one's enjoyment. And then social and political, literature shows how society works around them, and then literature helps the readers the social and political construct around him, her, and show the state of the people and the world around him or her. Next is the ideological. Literature shapes our way of thinking based on the ideas of other people. Literature also displays a person's ideology, placed in the text consciously and unconsciously. And then next we have the moral. Literature may impart moral values to its readers. The moral contained in a literary text, whether good or bad, are absorbed whoever read it, just help in shaping their personality. And then next is linguistic. Literature preserves the language of every civilization from where it originated. They are also evidence that a certain civilization has existed by recording the language and preserving it through wide span of time. And then next we have yung cultural. It orients is the tradition, folklore, and the art of our ethnic groups, heritage. Literature preserves our cultures and create an imprint of the people's way of living for others to read, hear, and learn. And then we have yung educational. It teaches us many things about the human experience. It used to portray the phases of life that we see and those that we will never dream of seeing. And then literature, therefore, is a conduit, the chance to experience and feel things where we can learn things about life. And then we have yung historical. And this one is ancient text, illuminated scripts, and stone tablets. It keeps records of events that happened on the place that originate. They serve as a time capsule of letters that is studied by scholars and researchers of today. And then we have next sa topic natin, types of literature. Okay, so sa literature, we have what we call one, poetry, fiction, non-fiction, drama, short story, and novel. So sa poetry, it is a form of literature that use aesthetics and often rhythmic. May sinusundan na pattern yung qualities of language such as sound, symbolism. Diba? For example, his palms is sweating, knees and arms are heavy, mom's spaghetti, mga ganong bagay. Okay, so may rhythm siya. Yan, pwede natin sabihin poetry. Okay, yung tinatawag yung mga flip-top. I think we're familiar with flip-top. Diba? And then, we have yung elements of poetry. So, sa elements of poetry, we have meter, rhyme, form, sound, and rhythm. Okay, so structure and poetry, ito yung important method sa pag-inanalyze yung form. Pabase tayo sa stanza. So, halimbawa, unang stanza natin ay kailangan meron tayong gumawa ng 5. Hindi kailangan merong yung isusundan. Hindi pwedeng, kunwari, sabihin natin, the cat in the hat. O, mga ganun. Pero hindi pwedeng the cat is jumping right now in the hat. Parang masyado ng kailangan maayos yung stanza. Generally speaking, structure has to do with the overall organization of lines and all the conventional patterns of sound. Many modern forms may not have identifiable structure. So, dito, yung stanzas, meron tayong matatawag na mga linya na natin sa mga pag-rhyming natin. So, first, we have couplet, tercet, quatrain, cinquain, sestet, septet, and octave. So, babasahin na lang dito yung lines. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Siyempre, yung form, siyempre, kailangan meron tayong lines, yung linya, yung rhyme, tapos yung pattern. Ang most important dito ay yung lyric, narrative, and descriptive. So, next sa topic natin is lyric poetry. Lyric poetry is a form of one speaker, not necessarily poet, who express strong thoughts and feelings. Most ones, special modern ones, are lyric forms. And then we have yung narrative. poem. It is a poem that tells a story. It structures, resembles a plot of the line, story, production and conflicts of characters, rising action, climax, and denouement. Ito yung mga example yung mga bard. Diba? Yung parang, kung nakakanood kayo mga fantasy movies, yung may usually parang medieval o kaya middle earth something. May mga ganang type na parang may taong parang may dalang gitara, tapos tumutula siya, kinikwento niya in a rhyme. Okay? And then, next is descriptive form. Describe the world that surrounds the speaker. It uses elaborate imaginary and adjectives. While emotional, it is upward focused than lyrics in the poetry, which is more personal and introspective. Okay, wait lang. Okay, so balik lang ako saglit. Okay, resume tayo. Okay. Next, you have yung topic natin is about fiction. Siyempre, fiction is created by imagination. Thought it may be based, parang related based on true events or true story or sa situation. So, we have the types of literature in the fiction genre. Includes novel, short story, and novella. Yung word na fiction is based on the Latin word la fictio, the act of making, fashioning, or molding. So, syempre, sa fiction, we have types of fiction. Crime, fantasy, romance, science fiction, and horror. Syempre, alam naman natin, pagka-crime is a little genre ng mga detection, mga criminals or motives nila. Pero ngayon, meron na mga tawag dito, science fiction, historical, and etc. May mga dito, for example, mga police investigation, courtroom drama, mystery. And then, we have yung fantasy. Siyempre, ito yung mga plot na elements ng mga supernatural, sabi natin Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. Dito yung, siyempre, meron mga sci-fi, mga ganong bagay. And then, romance, siyempre, Precious Heart romance, mga ganon. So, meron maraming types ng mga romance. Meron mga subgenre pagdating sa romance, meron mga fantasy, historical, science fiction, or yung mga yung tawag dito, same-sex fics sa romantic fictions or paranormal. Paranormal, siguro mga ghost, mga Twilight, ganun. Kasi dito yung natin. And then, science fiction is a subgenre of speculation fiction with imaginative concepts. For example, time travel, space travel, yung mga supernatural, mga mutant, mga ganun, parallel universe or extraterrestrial, yung mga tawag dito, Star Wars, mga ganun. Science fiction often explore the potential consequence of scientific and other innovation and has been called the literature of ideas. And then, we have yung horror. Siyempre, pagdating sa horror, ito yung mga nakakatakot. Ito yung mga tulad ng mga goosebumps, mga ganon, mga monster, or ghosts. So, we have yung non-fiction. Siyempre, kabaliktaran sa non-fiction. Usually, ang non-fiction is about document or mga ano tawag dito, kinover na media contents. So, sa non-fiction, it can be presented as objectively or subjectively. Primary and secondary source are used in non-fiction text, sometimes taken from a story. Non-fiction is now one fundamental solution of narrative writing. So, example is biography or autobiography. Okay, so types of non-fiction is example expository, argumentative, functional, opinion piece, essays, biographies, memoirs, journalism, scientific, technical, or historical, or economic writings. And then we have yung sa literature, yung drama, is a portrayal of fictional or non-fictional events through the performance of written dialogue. So sa drama, it can be used for stage, film, or radio. Dramas are typically called plays, and their creators are known as playwrights or dramatists. So, we have yung elements of drama. First, we have yung focus, tension, timing, rhythm, contrast, mood, space, language, sound, symbols, conflict, and climax. Sa focus, ito yung turn na concentration sa pag-engage dun sa mga characters natin. So, ito ay parang natin kung ano ba yung how he moves, how yung magsalita, or yung mga gestures niya. Diba? So, all its performance energies into achieving the given goals or objective of the character in a scene. Yung tension, ito yung mga mostly yung parang conflict. So, kunwari, sabihin natin yung yung dalawang siguro si Julia ganito, tapos si Catherine Bernardo, parang ganyan yung tension. So, para magkakaroon ng parang rivalry, something like that. Siyempre, magkakaroon ng build dyan kung ano magiging scenario. The development of tension usually parallels the advancement of plot leading to a crisis or climax. And then, timing, siyempre sa performance, dramatic timing, movements, and gesture. Rhythm refers to the timing and pace of the drama. It means yung mga tempo ng mga performance. Contrast is used for contrast performance, yung boring or lack of tension. An obvious example of contrast is a sad scene followed by a happy one, diba? But contrast can be created in subtle and sophisticated ways, such as manipulating drama to create the change in settings. Ito, next is mood. So, kailangan ipakita natin ano yung tone ng performance. So, dumidepende tayo sa aura, diba? Sabi natin, kailangan pag malungkot ka, kailangan hype by music. Siyempre, hindi. So, dapat medyo violin, piano, ganun yung kailangan yung niya, yung mood. Diba? O kaya sabi natin, ang saya-saya mo, tapos black yung nakatapat lang sa spotlight. Siyempre, yung mood na yan. Space, syempre, ito yung kunwari sa natin, kung ano yung magiging natin sa entablado. Or natin, if available space in performance. Different levels of space are utilized by the performer. And then language, hindi naman pag sinabing language, yung verbal talaga. Siyempre, meron din non-verbal. Based on the body language, diba? For example, sabihin natin, nahihiya ako. Siyempre, papakita ko na ayan, ganyan, nahihiya ako, namumula, parang na-worry, ganyan. Mga ganong bagay. So, doon parang dramatic effect. Hindi lang, syempre, pag boses naman, di ba, pag galit ka, di ba, papakita mo, galit ka! Ganon, parang ganon. And then, sound, syempre, ang natin is assist to numbers of ways with creating atmosphere or mood. Symbol, dito, syempre, yung, ano ba yung kailangan yung pakita sa performance, dito, pagdating sa literature. Props are the easiest way to work with because of objects in everyday life are symbols in society. And then, conflict, tulad yung tension kanina, syempre, ito naman sa pinakaiba nito, ano ba parang sitwasyon. Diba? Parang, kung happy lang tayo ng happy, ay parang ang boring ang buhay. Minsan, kailangan natin maging masaya, tapos, magkakaroon tayo ng lungkot, bagay, diba? Ganon. So, conflict sa natin. Kung paano tapos sabi na malungkot ka, kung paano ka aahon. Ganon. And then, climax, syempre, ito na yung parang pinaka tawag dito, yung part na parang kaabang-abang. Most drama will have one or more crises in the development of the plot. A crisis is the key moment of the dramatic tension and conflict in the play, occurring between two or more characters and having serious implications for the outcome of the plot. So usually, kapag nanonood ka ng drama, ang climax yung kunwari, yung bida tsaka kontrabida, magkikita, magsasabunutan, mga ganun bagay. Yung patapos na, tapos mahuhulog yung kontrabida, mga ganun bagay. So, next, discuss natin yung short story. So, what is short story? It is a piece of prose fiction that typically can be read in one sitting and focus on self-contained incident or series of linked incident. Sa short story, meron tayong mga legend, mythic tales, folk tales, fairy tales, fables, and anecdotes. So, in various ancient communities across the world, the modern short story developed in the early 19th century. And then, syempre, merong word count ng short story. It's used 1,000 to 4,000 short stories. Pero, pwede rin 50,000 words. And then, kung meron tayong short story, meron din tayong novel. Syempre, pag novel, ito yung makapal, di ba? Yung makapal na libro. It is connected sequence of events involving a group of person in a specific settings within its broad framework. So, I think tapos na yung topic natin. Okay, so, nag-upload ako ng quiz. I think, base na lang po kayo. So, panoorin yung video. And then, aralin na lang kung as much as possible, kung pwede nyo screenshot na lang para hindi kayo mahirapan. And then, yung activity nyo ay, tulad na sabi ko kanina, Holy Week po tayo this coming week. So, ang deadline po ay next week po. Okay, so, spoken poetry. I think spoken poetry activity natin. So, upload na lang po sa YouTube ha. Huwag pong direktang mag-submit kasi nakakain yung Google Drive ko, mapupuno yun. Baka yung ibang students or kayo, sa next time, di na kayo makapag-upload. Basta mag-turn in lang kayo, submit lang yung YouTube link ha. Link, copy-paste yung link, huwag i-upload. Okay? So, next week, sana hindi umulan. Okay? So, sana okay ang weather next week para makapag-ano na tayo. Sana ilang weeks na tayo, 3 sessions, di pa tayo nabubuo. Diba? Huling time tayo nagkabuo, siguro mga January pa. Dadalawa na lang kayo. So, yun. Okay, see you next week. Okay, bye.